European Space Agency's mission to the planet Jupiter is now launched. This is a spacecraft which was assembled and is launched in the French Guiana near the equator, so it uses maximum, boost from the Earth's rotation in the direction of the launch. And the assembly, as you can see, took place in one of these advanced launch centers. Of course, this is Ariane 5, a little bit slightly weaker than what the Russians could provide. That's the reason the mission takes a little bit longer, 2031, the arrival in the Jupiter. But it is now launched anyway. And when it reached the orbit, at the moment it is separated, the spacecraft separated from the launcher and is now deploying itself in the Earth orbit, in the parking orbit, actually, what we call it, then being pushed toward the target, which takes a long time. It has to pass and take the gravity boost from the Earth, from the Venus in 2025, and then arrival in the Jupiter in 2031. And in the meantime, it has to take almost takes 8 years to actually use this gravity boost to reach the Jupiter, as you can see here. So lots of flybys. That means the slingshot effect of the gravity boost from these planets, getting close to them, speeding up, then launching itself to the next slingshot booster. And then arriving at the Jupiter, it has to slow down. Studying the icy satellites of the planet Jupiter, the Galilean satellites. This one was Europa, this is a Ganymede, and also the other ones including Io and Callisto. Juno, a spacecraft of NASA, was a little bit disappointment, didn't do actually anything with these satellites of the Jupiter. Hopefully Juno will do that, besides studying the actual dynamic of the planet. And these countries have taken part, as you saw in the list, and 1.6 billion euro was spent for this spacecraft. A little bit slow, but sure. When finally it arrives at the Jupiter system and after orbital insertion, it will start studying all the Galilean satellites and the dynamic of the Jupiter atmosphere. Then we'll go to the Ganymede and insert itself in the orbit around it until it crashes finally into the surface of the Ganymede. I hope that during this there will not be any contamination of this icy satellite of Jupiter.